guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. Jupiter is transiting currently in Ashlesha Nakshatra, started from 19th of August and will be in the Ashlesha Nakshatra until 26th June 2027, with a brief transit into Leo zodiac sign in between. The video of Jupiter transit in Leo is already out, so please check out if you haven't already. In today's video, let us be very specific and understand the Jupiter transit into Ashlesha Nakshatra for Cancer Ascendant people. But before that, if you want to check more details related to exalted transit of Jupiter in the Cancer zodiac sign, it is already out. Please do check it. Having said that, let us begin with this video. For Cancer ascendants, Jupiter is transiting in Ashlesha Nakshatra in the first house. As we all know that Ashlesha Nakshatra is not at all an easy energy to handle. This nakshatra brings out a very intense energy, and it could bring back haunting memories of the past which might lead you into emotional turmoil. But because Jupiter is transiting this nakshatra, Jupiter's beneficial nature heals the emotional turmoil and your past wounds. But nevertheless, this would be a roller coaster period from a emotional standpoint of view. This is the time to let go of the negative thoughts and to bring more optimism in your daily life. If anyone wants to try therapy to improve their physical well-being, this is a time where you would get maximum results from it. Because Jupiter is the ninth lord for you guys, transiting in the first house, you would be seen as a mentor figure or would have been promoted to a leadership role in the job place. Your role now becomes more of guiding your juniors, being a teacher, guiding your colleagues to complete the set of tasks assigned to your team, especially if you are involved into any kind of data, cybersecurity, real estate, healing, or therapy related service oriented projects in the job front. This is the time where you know the exact psychological tactic on how to deal with your enemies as well as with your colleagues to get exactly what you want, and you would be more focused on the development of your colleagues and progress of your projects. Other tasks that you might have to focus on would be to spending your time on skill improvement, especially if it is linked to writing or communication. Your time will also be going into working with foreign clients, working on international business dealings. You would also get penetrating ideas on business strategies that works well, and you would want to take quick actions even to implement those strategies to see if it works or not in your job front. Now, this could be also a period where you might have trust issues with your ex bosses or managers. Aslesha is such a energy which takes every insult and criticism very personally, especially in your case specifically. If you have to talk about, you might have taken a past insult or justice from your ex bosses very personally, and you might have worked all along to rub your success in their face. Since Jupiter is transiting in your first house, this is also a time for you to focus on your image as well as your physical health. There is a possibility that you might have to take extra dosage of medicines to cope up with the stress that comes out with a job, or your health might get affected due to improper schedule of frequent long distance travel. Check the expiry dates of medicines before consumption if you are going to heal via the medicinal route. Also, there is a possibility of food poisoning due to consumption of contaminated food while on your journey or on a travel. So this is a good time to shed off your past habits related to food, and to adopt a more sattvic food habits, which would turn out to be beneficial for your body. Health issues linked to inability to release toxins from the body might be there in some cases, especially kidney related issues. So take care of that. Now, first house shows your identity, and since Aslesha is a very clingy nakshatra for Cancer Ascendant people, this clinginess is attached to your identity itself, right? And especially, it is very difficult for you guys to let go of whatever a sort of image or identity that you want to portray in front of the public. You want to control your image and identity to the core. You are very protective of your image. You are in fact so protective that sometimes you take decisions which you do not support internally, but you still go ahead with these decisions to just to protect your image, especially in this time. When Jupiter is transiting your first house in Ashlesha, if your identity is linked to working in an XYZ company, or if your identity is linked to traveled to ABC countries, this kind of an identity, it is very difficult for you to let go of. But this is the exact time to let go of these past identities, and to connect more to your more new renewed identity, which does not rely on what kind of job you do or which kind of place you have seen or travel, right? While it is a difficult decision for you, because you try to cling on to your past job, your past managers or mentor figures, but Aslesha energy will shed off your previous roles, previous identities, and it will provide you with a new, renewed identity in this time period. Since Jupiter is also a ninth lord for you guys, this period will bring in increased amount of long distance traveling, especially for work purposes, due to which you might feel exhausted. But these journeys are going to bring a psychological shift inside you. Now, let us talk about the students who are studying. This is a great time for you guys, especially if you are into studying a competitive exam, which is like a medical entrance exam or anything related to doctorate, pharmacy, study of toxins. So, any fields related to this, it is going to be a successful time period for you to flourish in the competitive fields and competitive entrance exams. Students would also discover hidden insights and knowledge in the subject matter, which turns out to be fruitful for you in the future. And the students who might have taken a huge debt to finish their university degree would feel a deep seated fear inside their mind whether they will be able to pay their pending debt on time or not. Now, this could also be a time where some of you might get into trouble if you choose to cross the moral boundaries, and you might even get criticism for it. Right now, a ninth lord also shows your represents your father, and it is going into the Aslesha energy, also being a sixth lord, right? So in case of your father, this could be a challenging period health wise, and you might be emotionally stressed due to it. Now, Aslesha represents hidden treasure. So, for you guys, you might receive hidden wealth from your father or from a foreign source, or due to your sharp niche knowledge related to the subject matter that you are using in the job front. Even if you face some difficulties in this period, Aslesha energy will bestow you with penetrating insights on how to resolve the problems with tact, underhanded tactics, and by using a shrewd mindset. By the end of this period, you will feel more confident and you would have a renewed sense of hope that you can do anything in future. Now, Jupiter's aspects are generally considered more auspicious than where it sits or transits. So, for Cancer ascendant people, Jupiter is aspecting your fifth, seventh, and the ninth house via the fifth, seventh, and the ninth aspect. So, the fifth aspect of Jupiter is on the fifth house of your children, love, romance, etc. So, if you are planning for pregnancy, then this is a good period for things to materialize after initial hurdles. Some of you might work non-stop in a international service oriented startup in this time period. The seventh aspect of Jupiter is on the seventh house of marriage and relationships. So, there might be a possibility of arguments with your spouse based on the differences in your moral values. Some of you might take a loan from foreign banks for the expansion of business in this time period. The ninth aspect of Jupiter is on the ninth house of luck and fortune. So, luck is on your side right now. So, make the most of this period. People who wanted to pursue education abroad would see success after initial hurdles. So, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys like the video. Please do mention your experiences of this transit in the comment section and do support the channel so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.